A pilot program since 2021, some drivers in Utah have been able to use a digital or virtual driver's license as a form of identification instead of a physical one. But just like a digital wallet, the electronic license can be stored on a smartphone.
Are there any areas in this bill that would give us pause in terms of expanding it to be require travel documents or anything else relative to simply converting a physical driver's license to electronic driver's license?
There's nothing about that in the legislation. This simply allows drivers an option that the state is not permitted to store or record or keep or look at any data in any way that they cannot already do with your paper license.
Sponsored by Senator Fillmore of South Jordan, Senate Bill 88 received unanimous support from Senate Transportation, Public Utilities, Energy, and Technology Committees last week. It also received support to move to a third reading in the Senate. Some lawmakers believe making this permanent actually protects vital information.
Sometimes when you go through a pharmacy and you hand your license is scanned the back of it with the barcode, is that possible with this, with your cell phone?
Senator Fillmore.
Yeah, I'm so grateful for that question because it really highlights one of the privacy enhancements that the digital driver license offers. Instead, with a digital driver license, the user has the option of sharing only the information that is needed for a specific transaction. For example, at a pharmacy, you can just tap a little button on your phone that says, just show my address. And then a QR code will appear on the screen that is scanned by the pharmacist. And the only information that the pharmacist will see is, this is the person's address. Where if you need to go to a liquor store or someplace where they want to verify your age, you can just click verify age and it will put up a different QR code that can be scanned.
With so many options, one might wonder about securities in voting. Like most all election polling places, Washington County requires pre-registration and documents proving residency, which would pull up during a scan of the driver's license.
I think that you make a good point. Is this lessening the security of our elections if somebody can walk up with their phone to vote? But I think the fact that we would make them check in at a poll pad just like we make everybody else check in, if it doesn't accept it, if it doesn't read it, it doesn't match the picture, doesn't match the name, the address, all of that kind of thing, they're going to have to go to the provisional table and vote provisionally just like everybody else would.
And perhaps the most important way the digital driver's license would be used would be during a traffic stop.
Yeah, I think it's a good program. The less documents we have to carry, the bigger benefit it is, right? So I think it's going to be a good benefit to law enforcement themselves. One thing that we as a city will have to do, we'll have to get the scanners to get in and stuff, but to be able to digitalize it for the citizens of Utah, I think will be a good thing.
One concern might be cases of stolen identity if the phone is lost or stolen.
You know, there's always risk of fraud and identity theft no matter what you are. The biggest thing is helping prevent that, having passcodes on your phone and stuff. So there is some risk in that, but as far as the program goes, from what I've read, it goes through a third-party company which verifies to the state, so I think it's going to be really secure.
Another concern would be the use of a third-party vendor that issues and has access to this information. However, according to the Utah Department of Public Safety, the new electronic license certificate, or ID card, would have the same data security and privacy under the division as with a traditional identification card. While no cost is attached to this conversion yet, it would cost the user to have it converted digitally. The bill is already in the House for consideration. Melissa Anderson, Community Education News.